Hello everyone, my name is Shiver and this is Shiver Stories. Tonight we will be reading Doors Are Made to Be Opened. I can't tell you when it all began. I've always been plagued by sleep paralysis. I've somewhat learned how to deal with it, to recognize it for what it is and wait it out. It always begins with the need to yawn or speak, but my mouth is shut tight. I then try to sit bolt upright, but my arms and body are clamped down to the bed, and sometimes my eyes are open. And even worse, sometimes I see things. And seeing things is always frightening. Tall, inhuman shadows that glare at me grinning, slender clawed hands stretching until I fully wake up. Then there are times when I awake underneath my bed sheets. I feel the weight of the things as they kneel on my chest atop the sheets, pinning me down until I fully wake up and can move again. This is normal sleep paralysis. I've read that people from around the world have similar experiences. The horrific sights, the pressure on the chest of the victim, it's all in the mind of the sleeper. All a more intense version of a nightmare. And although terrifying, I've learned to deal with them. But the only thing is, I couldn't find anything written about voices. The things, they talk to me. Doors are made for opening. When they whisper to me, it's all they say. I never thought too much about it. They were just my nightmares. In hindsight, I wish I had paid more attention to the things. They didn't always kneel on me. They didn't always talk to me. But they did always open my wardrobes and cupboards. The first few times that I woke up normally to find my wardrobes and cupboards open, I assumed I left them that way when I went to bed. The past 4 days, however, I've hardly slept. Fighting insomnia the first night, I lay in my semi-darkness. That night, the wardrobe doors swung violently in front of me, and I remained frozen in fear until the sun came up. The second night, I had tried and failed to sleep downstairs. Lying there, I heard the wardrobe doors fly open once more above me. I had flicked the lights on and stood in my living room, images of ghosts or droughts or poltergeists or minor earthquakes wrestling for my attention. You must realize, over the years, I've learned to separate my sleep paralysis episodes and understand them to be nightmares and nothing more. You mustn't judge me. But as I stood there in my living room awake, I understood more than I ever wished to. Doors are made for opening. The harsh whisper was so close to me. It was only when I reached my hotel room later that night after running from the house that I discovered it. I've no idea when it was drawn, just a few lines, but it was unmistakably a door, marked in charcoal on my chest. I tried to wash it off, but the stain remained, and it's still there. I've been in the hotel room for 2 days now, always with the lights on and always awake. Except for whenever it was, I must have succumbed to exhaustion and fallen asleep. But I'm awake now. You want to know how I know this whole ordeal is going to be over soon? Because I can't scream. Because I can't move my body. And because the grinning things with clawed hands are now looming over me, whispering to me. The door was meant to be